Okay, I'm starting my project at Friday in the morning. This is currently midnight, as you see on here. So I'm gonna try to make this video as fast as possible. I'm gonna go through all the information, but let me just change something better. The suit, it feels nice. Tell me how it looks when I wake up. But I'm gonna be voicing over the entire video. I almost totally forgot. So I don't have an introduction, so let me just.
As the invasive species Asian kelp faces the algae and seagrass, he asks, are you the producers because you are the most abundant, or are you the most abundant because you are the producers? Asian kelp began to open up his domain, malevolent shrine. The sky began to disappear behind the veil of shadows. The producers attempted to use their domains, photosynthesis and cellular respiration. However, with their source of glucose diminished. Stand proud. You're strong, but gnaw-eyed win. Then the producers' domains crumble.
Okay, I still had a little bit too much time with my introduction, so I'm gonna talk about Asian kelp. Asian kelp problematic, bad, and I have ideas for how to restore the environments that it's harmed. Origins of Asian kelp: Undaria pinifida, commonly known as Asian kelp, from East Asia, and they spread across the world from ships. They due to them reproducing by spores. The spores get onto the bottom of the ship. The ship from Timu or whatever comes to America, and little Timmy gets whatever. But however, a lot of these Asian kelp on the way grows and starts causing chaos across the world. So what does it look like? Asian kelp, brown seaweed, very large, very tall, and normally they can reach. Normally they're 1.5 to 3 meters. They grow that much in length, like in less than a year. They grow about 1 centimeter per day, and above the stem, the midrib reaches the entire length of a large leaf blade, which is feathery in appearance and can reach 50 to 100 centimeters long. And they're all very distinctly yellow for some reason. They're very wavy, and this is where the spores form. Okay, so let's talk about their environmental impact. So normally the environment is it's normal. It's very producer dense because to the large amount of consumers that this environment has. However, with the introduction of this invasive species, it causes a lot of damage due to its tall girth. It blocks out the sun for algae and seagrass, which causes a lot of these animals that rely on it to die, and just disrupts a lot of these symbiotic, just a lot of these relationships, such as us not being able to get our shark fin soup, octopus, and all this other food, and animals that sea urchin that rely on algae for one for food and two for a place to hide in due to its algae being very overgrown and the fact how tall it is. So post invasion effects, I pretty much talked about this. Food web disruption, habitat changes because of the new invasive species causing chaos. Aforementioned environmental damage, and a lot of these native species can be lost due to Asian kelp killing off their food sources, causing them to subsequently die because of it. Possible solution? Well, as Americans, our freedom-loving Americans, I think we should just eat it. Asian kelp is eaten across the world, predominantly in Asia, as an appetizer or even a snack, light snack. And I think as Americans who need a lot of these nutrients that Asian kelp provides, because we live in a lot of areas that are food deserts, I think it would be perfect to add to our diet to kind of even it out, add a lot of nutrients, get rid of the invasive species. But there's a small problem. Considering it's food, there's always the threat of obesity. But I think we can figure it out later. It's okay if you look like a one by one, like a brick.